Only one kid in history had ever attempted what Benny was about to. And he got eaten. So we were worried. Real worried. Even when Benny brought out the secret weapon. Shoes guaranteed to make a kid run faster and jump higher. PF Flyers.
We can't let him do this, man.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Slate Laced podcast. Happy hump day. It's that midweek grind. We're here to help you get through it. First things first, Blair, how are we feeling?
We're good. I mean, it's kind of a special episode in a way. So, yeah, it's good.
It is going to be a good episode. We got some, as you can see, there's some heat on the table.
There's heat on the table.
Unknown heat. If you guys follow us on Instagram, you probably know what I got in the box because I was shocked when I won, but we'll get into that. We also got a guest joining us, right, Blair? I'll let you.
We got one of my oldest friends on the planet joining us, so that's cool. And also, if you already know, and have watched previous episodes, you already know that I've had these for a long time as well, but
something look a little different.
You see that.
No, I didn't see it at first, but go ahead.
Yeah, exactly. You didn't see it at first, but with the trained eye, you can see that it's the same shoe, but at the same time, it's not the same shoe. So yeah.
Well, why don't we get into? Let's do the unboxing first.
Let's unbox it first because mine is way too intricate. So
it's intricate. Mine's pretty simple. So last week or 2 weeks ago, I think we were on the pod, and you're like, "What's coming out at the very end?" Because we didn't go over very many releases, but I was like, "Okay, I'm looking at those Nike over breaks by Undercover, I think is what it is." And I was like, not confident that I was gonna get it. Also, not too wanting the shoe because I'm like, all right, I'm trying to save money.
Right.
But I was like, look, I'll open the app, but I know it's gonna be a L. And sure enough, opened the app and actually got the win. But I screen recorded it because I wanted to show Blair.
Okay.
What I'd be going through and how I'm
so you wanted to show me you taking a W is what you wanted.
Look, this is a one-time only. It's because the Herberts weren't involved. The Herbert family, they've been blackballed, and
Coulter.
Yeah, and Coulter and their little son Joe. They've been blackballed from the sneaker community.
Yeah.
So now we're all of a sudden able to win shoes. But yeah, I screen recorded it because, again, I get the pending and I'm not able to go and select another side. So I kind of want to find out what that's about. So I'll show you that off camera, obviously.
Right.
But yeah, I still waited around about 10 minutes, 10, 15 minutes. It's like, you got him. And I was very, very shocked. I was like, okay. And then, you go through that guilt phase. I was like, well, beat. I didn't really want to be
I didn't.
Yeah,
I was going through the motions, not thinking I really was going to win. And then I won. Yeah, I've been there. I definitely been
especially
there.
because I was like, dang, I'm trying to save money, and got that W. But hey, they were only 160, came out to like 170 total, so not too bad on the sneakers app.
If you get it off the sneakers app, you really not paying that much.
Yeah, that's true.
It's when it gets in everyone else's hands is when you're paying an arm and a leg.
And I'm gonna be curious to see what these are reselling at because they did sell out shortly thereafter. The blacks lasted a little bit longer, but of course, I didn't go for that black.
Yeah.
And then, other than that, I'm surprised I won. This is my third win on sneakers.
It's a lot.
Blair, how many you got?
How many wins do I have on sneakers?
Multiple.
3 wins. 3 wins is
exactly.
a lot,
No, it's not. No, it's not. So you can see the Nike Undercover by Jun Takahashi. The only reason why I know how to pronounce that is because I'm a Curb Your Enthusiasm fan, and Mr. Takahashi is the.
He was on the episode.
No, not this guy, but there's a character, Mr. Takahashi, and he's the country club owner where they come play golf. So.
Yeah, I don't know that.
Yeah, step up your curb game if y'all fans.
Well, I think I may have seen that episode because you talked about it.
Yeah, the Black Swan. Anyways, we're unboxing.
Does it have to do with the Dodger game?
No, but that's a good one.
Oh, okay.
All right. We're unboxing it here. Oh, this is light.
Dang.
Get that away.
Yeah,
woo, gotta sniff it. Oh, that smell is nice. That smells nice. But yeah, these are the Nike Undercovers.
They clean though.
Yeah, the only thing I don't like about the shoe is obviously this midsole. Y'all not.
Dang, it smells good. Wow.
Yeah, y'all know I'm not with the
Wow, that smells really good.
the brain matter midsole here, outsole.
It definitely looks like you'd be on the moon with these bad boys for sure.
If they would have made it solid, I probably would have liked it a little better, just to be honest. But look, I'm not hating them. You know, I like a good rubber toe cap. That's why I like the Tom Sachs. So we got that right here. That rubber toe cap, and then we got the Chaos and the Balance written there
I'm holding balance.
On the, what is that, the toe box. And then, yeah, we got some nice suede and some mesh and some rubber here. Yeah, the only thing I would change about these shoes is that outsole. But other than that, man, these is heat. I think I went with the right color. I don't know if you guys seen the all black, but I wasn't feeling them compared to this white, kind of beige, off-white color we got here. And, of course, the little rose. You can't forget about that. And I think it just tops it off really well. The smell is great.
Smells incredible. Yeah.
And that's what happens when you win on sneakers.
Yeah.
Nah, get a nice, good smelling shoe.
You know what? This is a solid shoe. I'm glad I got to see it in person.
It's very light. You can
I
take off in these.
You can. It's crazy actually. With this outsole, it definitely gives like the mountain vibes. Like you can hike in them and all of that. But obviously, these are way too precious to do that.
Yeah, don't get on.
I do like the design elements to this though. It's very interesting. You know, I mean, you can see that the game has changed so much just because, you know, when you like look at 90s shoes and 80s shoes like that, it's just like we're light years ahead, you know, with the design elements now, you know. Now, obviously, what we are doing is we're reinventing a lot of old sneakers and just kind of, you know, tweaking it a little bit, but in doing so, like we're just adding so much innovation and stuff. Like you can just see the comfort without even wearing it. You can see that there's just comfort, and it's just light years ahead of, you know, wearing like when I wear a 90s shoe, right? I'm not wearing it because it's the most comfortable thing on the planet. It's just like, no, to me, it's the most stylish thing on the planet. But this is nice. I dig it. Without a doubt, and it smells amazing. I'm definitely.
Blair can't get off that
balance.
smell.
Man, the smell goes a long way.
You really do smell like
me,
something
you know,
you haven't smelled before. It smells good.
That and the brand new car smell. It's just the two things. And I dig the lace choice, right? Because you probably
it's kind of thick too.
No, but I mean even color wise, it'd be cool maybe to see a red. But nah, I think it's solid to see it just
keep it that
keep
real
it mute.
Yeah, real muted all the way through. How do you feel about the outsole?
Yeah, I dig it.
I dig it. Yeah.
It has the hiking vibe to it, so I definitely dig it. Like I said, I feel like you could wear these on the moon. I definitely feel like you could step in a nail or some glass and it ain't going through.
Yeah,
you know, God forbid that you did do that, you know. But I'm just basically trying to say that it makes the shoe seem durable.
Also seems like you got a little bit of a non-slip grip there, so
yeah,
I'm interested to see how test that traction out for you guys.
Yeah, I still don't know if I could rock these at work. You know, I think I still might slide in the kitchen, but I would like to believe that these would do.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, so these are pretty dope. I'm happy I got them, but then again, I'm not, because I was like, it was a shoe.
Right.
Look, it's not the UNC for me. It's not the Great Five for me. So I could have done without them, but hey, it's just another shoe to the collection. I'm happy I didn't break the bank too much.
You got it at retail, so you didn't.
And I got it at the retail, and you know what? It's my third win on sneakers, so we got to celebrate that.
Shout out to that. You know, we'll have cake and ice cream after this.
Yeah, you know.
I feel like the people agree with you though. People did hit me up when you posted these. They were like, "Hey, solid pickup, right?" And I'm at work, like, "What are you talking about? Solid pickup on what?" And then like I just happened to go on IG later, and I was like, "Oh," I was like, "Yeah, no, that wasn't me." I was like, "No, that Sydney with the pickup. I was like, I'm getting congratulations on something that I didn't even do.
It's that pickup, baby.
Yeah, it's a solid
that
pickup,
cop.
It's
But
nice,
yeah,
it's
I'm
nice.
happy I got them. They look dope, and they're gonna look good with some shorts. You can rock them with anything, really.
You really can.
Some flooded pants, as legend would say.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna look good. It's muted enough to where you can kind of rock it with anything.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, I am happy I got them. 160, you can't complain.
No, you can't.
Blair, let's segue into what you got. You got some shoes that look the same, but there's some subtle differences.
But
Go ahead and explain it to the people, please.
All right, so check it out. Last year I had the opportunity. I guess I'll retell the story for our new audience, right? So last year, before the pandemic hit, I went and visited our guest today.
Okay.
I
And this
went-
might be around episode 3 or 4. If you
Yeah,
guys want to know.
very early on.
Yeah, go back and
right?
check that out.
I was like, all right, I'm about to go to Florida to basically visit like my best friends or whatever, and we're gonna just like hang out, have a good time, whatever, right? Like before, again, the pandemic even hit. It was even before I had lost my job. So I went out there, had a job, came back, no job, right? like
Panty hit you.
life is crazy and how it goes, right? So we go out there.
You lose a job in the blink of an eye. You're employed one day.
You come back and you wish you didn't even go on a trip because you didn't have a job. It's wild how it went. I can laugh about it now because we
We all right. Kinda.
Right.
We not all right.
We decent. You know what I mean? But so we get out there, and it's basically after All-Star Weekend. This shoe that I'm pointing at right now dropped. No. This one dropped. My apologies. This one dropped, and then this one dropped shortly after. But this was the one where it is the Quantum basketball. This is the Quantum. Now, the Quantum basketball was the one that was allegedly spotted, on Yeezy's feet when he was playing the pickup game at UCLA.
Okay, this fool cannot
But-
hoop.
Okay, but anyways, that was years ago. I want to say it was like at least 2 years ago. And so from that shoe till now, it's changed a lot. But so both of the shoes came out, and both of them were like $1,000 minimum, right? Like you had to, because only like I think it was only like 3,000 pairs had actually released, and it only released in Chicago. And so I get to my friend's place, and when I say like I like sneakers, this man likes sneakers as well. And I remember when he first started to get into them as well. I don't want to go too into it, because I'll let him tell it, if he chooses to tell it. But, some people can influence other people to start purchasing heat. But anyways, so he had this shoe, and he was like, yeah, man, they're just not the right size for me. I honestly want to sell them. I want to get them, I want to get them off my hands. So I'm willing to sell them to you. And so I'm talking to Sydney like, yo, what should I do? He's going to sell them to me. And, he was at the time, he was only going to sell them for like $400. Now, mind you, $400 sounds like a lot, but you got to remember at that time, shoes is at $1,200, $1,100, $1,000.
It was
right?
just no way we was getting
There was no way that I was going to pay that price, right? Like, I'm never getting my hands on it then. So I went ahead and I was like, let me try them on. Tried them on. They fit, and I'm like, dang, what do I want to do? And I didn't pull on them.
I said
So,
pull.
You did say pull. Now, again, we didn't know I wouldn't have a job days later. We didn't know the pandemic
know it
was
was
going to
coming.
hit. Right. We didn't know the
It was on our
floodgates was gonna-
tails.
Right. It was going to open up, and I was
It
gonna
really
be
was. It was like the
dead
month
broke.
before.
Right. Yeah. So
Little did we know.
I ended up making the right decision, and then now you can fast forward and you can see that these shoes have tanked because now they've been able to put out more pairs. Yeezy has stayed true to his word and has been able to put out restocks on this one, and then they had another official release on this one like last month. And so I got my hands on both strictly for this. Now I will get rid of one of the pairs and will sell it, but I thought it'd be interesting to bring it on here to go ahead and review both of them.
Yeah, because real
and
quick,
go into detail.
When you just look at it, like literally he put it on the table and I couldn't tell the difference.
You thought I brought out like
two of the same shoe.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Like I could try them on. No, it's just one of each pair.
But as you look deeper, obviously, they are like very different. But yeah, I'll let Blair get back into.
So yeah,
to
let's go ahead and let's get into.
And tell us which one you're gonna sell and all that too.
All right. So yeah, let's go ahead and let's get into it. Yeah. So basically, here for the quantum, you can see that here with the ankle support isn't nearly as high here on the Yeezy basketball. Now, if I'm correct, I want to say that Adam Silver said they can't play in Yeezys.
Oh, did he?
Mm-hmm.
Wow,
But they did for that All-Star game.
Mm-hmm. Brandon Ingram had him on.
Yeah, but I don't know what it is.
He wasn't an All-Star, but he had him on.
He wasn't an All-Star that year?
I don't think so.
Oh, okay.
I think he just, maybe he was, I don't know. Don't quote me.
I don't know. But yeah, so I know that
know.
he had that whole policy where they weren't able to wear him, which is very unfortunate.
I wonder why.
But yeah, so we got a matter of differences here back on the heel here. This is much more on the ankle support.
Okay.
And this is obviously more set for your lifestyle. So it looks nice being in a set of high tops, but it's not emphasis on actual ankle support here. And then as you can see, the breathable mesh here on the sides is much different here. This has more of the, I want to say, the 380 alien type of vibe. Versus here, it's just more of a breathable mesh.
Yeah, and this is more of the plastic kind of rubber, cage style.
Yeah, more cage, more. I guess this is again more geared towards your support. If you were to hoop
lock
in
down.
these, yes, lock
lace
down.
them up.
You know, it's like if I could be like Mike, if I could be like Ye, you know.
No, we don't know. We don't want to be like him.
All right. Well, there's kids out there striving to be like him. But one of the things that are basically identical here, you will see on both bottoms here, they have a what would you call this? Would you call this like a cream? Yeah, it's like a cream off-white.
Yeah, they have pretty similar bottoms.
Yeah, but yeah, bottoms are literally identical. It says Boost in the same spot. It always says Boost Stat. If you have any pair, Yeezy 350, 380, I mean, you name it, it's got the Boost there. But also another set of different differences are the actual width of the shoe. Like Sydney said, I mean, well, off camera, that starting at the back here and even to the front, even though it's the same, you can tell that it's much bigger on this one here. And this is make sure I got it in frame. Yep, this is the performance sneaker here, and this is the lifestyle. So obviously lifestyle, you know, you rocking the look, but this is the look with play and performance in mind. Yeah, so I mean there's some differences here, and then there's a lot of similarities. Obviously, as you can see, the cage going up for the laces are literally identical. I guess you want to call it suede. I mean, it feels nicer. It's a little
rougher
here.
though, huh?
This one feels nicer. That feels more like that, like cow type of cowhide.
Well, some high end suede.
You know, it's real nice. Okay, but again,
okay.
you know.
Yeah, I wonder if anyone's actually played in those.
Yeah.
I want to see how that review is. If they recommend it, if it's actually giving you the support you need, or is it just more for the looks, you know? I'd be curious to see about that.
But again, outside of that, basically the shoe is identical. So I would give her that. You know, if you didn't know any better, you would think it was the exact same shoe. So I could see, like, if I put this on Monday and then wore this one on Tuesday, people would be like, you wore the same shoe. And it'd be like, nah, I actually didn't.
Yeah.
But also one thing before we move on to the next segment, I did want to say that if you go on StockX and you go to a size 13 of the Yeezy Quantum Basketball Performance sneaker, the lowest price sold belongs to me. I say that with pride because I always say I'm always about getting deals. And I put my bid in, and I put the bid in with pride, and I don't play. So I got the lowest sold shoe by a lot, actually. So retail was $250, and I believe if you look, I can't remember, it's either $215 or $220. So I got it for literally about $30 less than the next person would, you know. And if you get it for $250, you can't even be mad, right? Because you paid retail.
Nah, you
you paid the price, right? Like to play in this game, you at least got to pay retail. You know, most people are playing resale, and the fact that I paid like at least 30 under, I mean, you know how we get down over here. You know, and I got a couple other sneakers like that. If you go check the lowest price, you know, it's me. Just know that.
Before we switch over, which one are you planning on selling? Because you wanted to get rid of.
Yeah. So the performance one is the one that I want to keep. I ain't hooped in a million years, but for me, I don't know, something about this performance one that I love so much.
Interesting. Now
So,
you want that active wear, okay?
I want the active wear, and then I'm gonna go ahead and sell this one. And I think there's a little more resale value on this one versus this one. So.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
All right.
So
there's gonna be a Yeezy Quantum on sale soon.
Yes, size 13.
We'll keep you posted.
You know, and get at me if you don't even want to go that route and you want to just buy them straight from the man himself. I got you. Let me know.
Be available in the comments.
They are available as of right now.
So hit us up. All right, Blair, you want to bring on the next segment?
Yeah.
Get that set up.
Let's go ahead and bring on our guest.
Alrighty. While we get him going, so this guy is a sneakerhead just like us. I would say he's probably got more heat than me, for sure. Does he got more heat than you?
He doesn't have more heat than me, but as far as we want to say quality. Well, no, I mean, I want to say I have quality, but what I mean is like as far as the price tag goes for sneakers that you think about, he's got them. You know, he's got all the Fear God type sneakers. He's got all the Yeezys. You know, like the ones that you are like, no way, somebody has these. They like $1,500. He got them.
Now, does he have I mean, these are obvious things we can get at him while he's on the horn. But does he have a connect? What's going on?
He does have a connect. He's the one that pointed me in the direction to get the plug.
The plug, right?
To get to the plug. Yes.
Have you used the plug in a while?
Has he used? I have not.
You?
I have not. The last thing I got was those ones that we talked about. Over here on the show.
The plug's cool, but sometimes you're not paying. You're just not paying these prices, guys.
You just not.
Yeah.
But I don't think he's used them recently either. But he put me on to them because we were both talking, and I was like, dude, I'm glad you put me on them because I don't think if it was for you, I would be able to just outright message this man and be like, hey, I want to get these shoes. Put me
you wouldn't
on.
have the connection that you got
Yeah.
now.
It's because of him that
Look,
it's even possible.
Sneakerheads help sneakerheads, I guess, and that's cool. But yeah, he's got a collection of his own. He's obviously very knowledgeable in sneakers and whatnot. Look, sometimes it's the Yeezys that I'm not necessarily a fan of.
Well, see, his whole persona is like Yeezys. He wears Yeezy. He wears Fear of God. That is his style to the T. He's actually got a very solid following on IG. I believe at the moment right now he's at like 23,000 followers.
Do we want to drop his?
Yeah, we'll go ahead. We'll go ahead and drop that for you guys to take a look at that. But yeah, he's got He's got a following. He has been reposted on various sites.
Okay.
There's been ones that he's been connected and linked to that Kanye himself has been on.
Oh, has Kanye shouted him out or nothing, or like
no? So basically, like Kanye is like super quiet, just really when it comes to social media and things like that. Yes, like he tweets like a madman, right? Like him and Trump, but outside of that, what he does do is he has like these various like blogs and IG pages that he follows and keeps an eye on, and probably like on like a burner account. And so, but he's aware of these things, and he's like basically in a way inconspicuously like has said he likes the way that David styles his stuff. So
It's all about the put together, you know?
it is all about the put together, and I will give him that. You know, he puts it together in some ways where I'm like, man, I don't even know if I could do that or if I could pull that off.
Yeah, the Yeezy is a different kind of drip though, you know?
Yeah, especially considering now, see, my thing is like Yeezy sneakers, I can get behind probably every sneaker he's ever put out. But when it goes to when it comes to the clothing, that's a completely different ball game for me. I'm like, I'm not.
It's very
so sure.
plain and very military-esque with the with the colors at least. Yeah, I'm not really a fan of the Yeezy clothing. I mean, Yeezys in general haven't really been my thing, but again, that sun kind of turned things around for me.
Yeah.
That Yeezy Stun still got to be a
the
cop.
The sun's fire, and resale's proving it to be so as well.
Yeah, resale got messed up. I can't do it, yo. One day I'll get them. One day, but you know. Wishful thinking there. All right, so we are back. We got our special guest, Blair. Go ahead and introduce him.
All right, this is the man, the myth, the legend. This is David Luna, the man with all the style. Future GQ of the year.
Okay.
Future let's see, model of the year. What? So this year we hang on. I'm getting there. You can't even speak yet. It's not your turn. I still gotta bring you in. You know, this is like the WWE intro. So we got who won the prettiest man of the year? What's his name? Michael B. Jordan.
Michael B.
Okay, so we talking about 5 years time. That's gonna be this man right here, David Luna. For the people that are now watching this video, you know, you can see all the heat in the background.
I didn't know you
right?
could come like that.
Do you see all the L's you took in one photo? I see L. Yeah, I went after those. Didn't get it. Let's see. Yep, went after those. Okay, see, didn't get it. Went after. Yes. So again, this is the man with all the drip.
Yeah,
this is the drip father.
Yep, I didn't know you was gonna come with that.
I have to give credit where credit is due, because probably like, it was like 2015. Like I was really getting into streetwear, and like I remember we were talking, I was showing you my stuff, like some early Fear of God stuff, and you're like, all right, what shoes do you have? And like at the time I had like Aldo shoes or something, and you're like, and I remember you're like, they're not gonna, I mean, the clothes are cool, but they're not gonna respect the fit unless you have good shoes. And I thought of that, I was like, man, he's right. And ever since then, that's when I started to like really get into it. And so I kind of owe that to you.
Oh,
Hang on. Now, stop the press. I appreciate this. It means a lot to me. But what did we say before the recording, right? We said on the segment prior, I said he might say something that might be some factual information that might be, and this is what I'm talking about. You know, I'm not saying I birthed the man. You know what I mean? Hang on. You going to hang on. Listen. Let me get there. So I'm not saying I birthed the man, because this man clearly has taken his own style, right, and has really ran with it, really built it. All I did was just like, look, you gonna wear heat up top, then it's got to be on the feet as well. That's really all it is. But after that, we birthed the monster. Yes, the real OG. Yes, sir. So, man, I really like all jokes aside, I really am looking at a lot of shoes in there that I definitely went after and did not succeed with getting.
That too, and also he's got a kind of setup similar to you. Are those in boxes as well, or are those just like on shelves?
Right here, these are probably, I don't know if you can see them because the light.
The four?
But
yeah, it's kind of what those are the off-white
the
fours, the
yeah,
cream.
yeah.
these right here are kind of like my current favorites, but
Heat.
these are the ones that we can't.
These are the ones that we here for.
Yeah, y'all kind of on your own on that one.
Quick, like,
Can you guys see
it's
it?
not,
Yeah.
like, is that better?
There.
Yeah, it's hang on. It's like when you do it like that. There.
Back up a little bit.
Yeah, it's hang on, put it forward some.
I'm just trying to lower it.
It's like when you get closer to the camera, you yourself, see,
There you
bam.
go. Leave it like
okay,
that.
it's perfect. Like, look at that. So, guys, what we're looking at here is the Yeezy.
See, this is gonna annoy Blair. They've been worn, and
What's
That hygiene. That's how
somebody
mine
hasn't
look.
been,
so
somebody
you
hasn't
good.
been brushing their teeth lately.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do have an issue with that.
notable things. We have a new technology here. Well, I wouldn't say it's new. It's the ortho light.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Comfort. What are we talking here then?
I mean, it's kind of what they put in the Yeezy 500s, I think, where it's very soft, but it's not Boost. Just for people to know, like, I got some DMs asking me, "Oh, is it Boost?" It's definitely not Boost, but yeah. And then they have like this kind of like sock almost.
So now that you say that, you make me think about it. Okay, so I have the 380, the Alien, the all white, right, and the sock liner right around there is the same, and I do have the Yeezy 500 as well, and it is the Ortholite as well. So okay, so he basically combined two working sneakers that he did have.
I can tell you because like the first like hype beast shoe I ever got was like the Yeezy season 3 boot. So I'm like, and I've worn every Yeezy or whatever. I can say this is up there with like comfortability wise. Like it's very comfortable. Like that upper mesh is super stretchy. So like, yeah, like I love wearing it because it's so comfortable. And so that's one thing to know. I would definitely say like in terms of just sizing, like true to size is good. I don't think if you went down a half size, you probably would be good just because of how stretchy that upper is, because it is very stretchy. But I would say true to size, like but just to kind of comment on the actual design itself, because like I'm not trying to like be boastful, but I do know people that are involved with like Kanye West design group and whatnot. I know what Kanye's like what they're trying to do with in terms of like their shoes is they're trying to get away from shoelaces. I mean, so I think, and I've even seen some people wear these without shoelaces. You could actually like the shoelaces is kind of irrelevant on this shoe. Like you don't even need it really. Like you could wear it without it. So I think this is kind of what you're seeing with this kind of like design. I think like in the next few designs we're going to see with Yeezy, you're going to see like probably no shoelaces at all. I think to me, this is a very pivotal shoe. Like even before it dropped, I told like some of my friends who were like in the Yeezy, who really Yeezy enthusiasts. I was like, this shoe is very important. We got to see what happens because this is a completely new silhouette. Like this isn't a V2 or whatever like that we already know is good. This is a completely new design, and it sold out in like under a minute. And I was like,
he still got it,
Kanye still has it. So like, it's an eye-catching shoe. Like when you wear it, people definitely like, oh, like they can tell, like they're like, what is that? Because it see like the way it looks. So it's a cool shoe to like style with. That being said, it's kind of tricky. Like you could look kind of dumb if you don't know how to style it. So, but I've seen some people wear like Justin Bieber had a pretty nice fit. Like one of my friends who's like, he's an intern with the Yeezy design people, and very like he was showing me Yeezy stuff before it even dropped. Like he's very connected, and like he was saying like he likes to style. He thought that Justin Bieber styled it correctly. So like Carhartt pants. Like even like cargo pants, like nylon pants, like that's kind of the vibe with these shoes. Because that's kind of like thing. I don't wear a lot of pants. I'm in Florida, so it's hot. I mean, Blair, you've been down here. Kind of like I'm just trying to feel them out. So like I've been wearing them with these shorts that I've actually designed myself. Not to plug.
Nice. Okay.
Shout out of the Dark LLC.
Yeah.
And I'm wearing my tee too, by the way.
Okay.
Which
So
is available.
Okay, so we
not
got a
to-
line or what?
Yeah.
What we doing?
So not to put you out here or whatever, right? But I noticed that no clothes have come to the studio yet. For us to
have your stuff like set aside. Okay. I thought we were gonna have you out here, but I have it there. Like no one's touching it. I got your inventory, man.
Okay. So we got stock for me to wear and to promote. Sure. Absolutely.
That's awesome.
Okay, so we are going to go ahead and make that happen, and I do want to clarify to the viewers that the only reason I haven't been out there is the whole COVID situation and the traveling.
Travel ban.
The travel ban and specifically for LA and like them not letting us come back in.
Crazy up there, yeah. But I want to know your opinion. Like, what do you think? I mean, I haven't heard your. I mean, we were talking a little bit, but I want to know your honest opinion on this.
All right, so look, I already feel like I know how Sydney feels, so for Blair Hubbard. I like the shoe. That is first and foremost. In my mind, Kanye can do no wrong. That's how I feel. I don't know what it is. And it's like my mom keeps saying like, oh, I'm drinking the Kool-Aid. He's the emperor with no clothes on and everyone's afraid to say he has no clothes on. But in my mind, it's just like he's so creative that it's like I can't help but like whatever he does. Because it's like he looks at old stuff and he gets inspiration and he's just like, I know that people are not used to seeing shoes look a certain way because everyone grew up on like 90s Air Max and things like that. Yeah. And then he just goes ahead and he slaps something on it and you're just like, whoa, I ain't seen that before. But I just think that, man, in years' time, the way we look at like the Jordan 1 through 14, 15 is the same way we're going to look at Yeezys. That's just really how I feel about it. And so when you like look at the growth in Jordans, you see it like you go, okay, so this one, it's a little wild, right? Like, oh, okay. But now that we've had 20 years to live with them, they're iconic. Yeah. So that's how I feel about these right now. You look at the 450s, and yes, people don't know how to style it. People don't know what to do with it yet.
They're trying to figure it out. Yeah,
they're trying to figure it out.
But at first, when I looked at them, I was like, "Dang, I don't know how to feel about it." Right? And then I started seeing them circulating on feet. Yeah, man, look at those bad boys. And then now I'm like, nah, they clean. Because when they look like this, they're just all right. But the minute a foot goes into that shoe, it's like it just turns me on completely. You know what I mean? It reminds me a little bit of the 380 Alien, but now on steroids. What's funny? It even has like, to me, Jordan 14 vibes where it looks like it's built like off of like a tire or like some type of, So I see his inspiration in everything that he does. Totally, and so like I love that. In my mind, that man is not crazy. He's a genius, absolutely, like to the T. If I had the money, I would get those sneakers and I would definitely wear them.
How much they going for right now?
How do you feel? How do you feel about these?
I can't do it. I'm not much of an easy person, but those especially, like it just looks like super compressed, compact for me. I can't do that kind of silhouette. It's just not hitting for me.
I'm telling you, it's like a hot and cold feel with people,
Is it the one where you love it or you hate it?
He's created a big divide on this one. And I want to say when the 700s, you remember when the 700s first came out? I remember me and you both talked about them. And I remember from very first image, it was him like, and he was in front of that mirror and it looked like he was in like a Champs or something, but he was somewhere. Yeah. And I remember that first one, it wasn't even like clear as day, but I was like, Heat, right? Like Heat. I don't even need to see the rest. Like, right?
Yeah, man. Like this was like,
look.
Oh, I remember that. I remember that. Those? Was that the first one?
Well, those are the which ones are the 1080 or
No, I remember when those came out. I don't like those either, but
you don't like those?
This one for me it represents a lot because it was like this shoe is like so hyped, like if you were following streetwear back then, this was the shoe, like,
What was the going price back then?
I like these two, by the way. These are
Yeah, well, I know. We took L's on those. Look.
I know. I'm mad.
Everybody watching right now probably went after him and took an L. I know friends personally
That's whack.
that's still mad that they don't got those. So they gonna be. We might get a thumbs down on this video just because of that.
I think reselling for like 500 or 600, but they're really, really cool. And like on Instagram, they don't get a lot of love. Like when I post outfits with them, people don't really like engage. But to me, that one is really cool. I mean, like I put them up there with this one, like the 4 because
Those are so fire. I know.
these are like everyone was saying this is the shoe of the year, like last year or whatever.
Yeah,
and
they did. I give them the
and
props.
it deserved it.
But I still take the Unions over those.
I mean, this shoe, I think, like I bought it pretty high. This was like a birthday gift to myself. But the resale market on that is ridiculous. It's like, I think the last time I checked for my size was like over $2,000. Like
Yeah, but you didn't spend $2.
What?
You didn't spend $2 though.
No, I didn't spend that much, but I'm just saying like, that's crazy.
I remember when he pulled on him.
I already wore it, so I know I'm not going to get that anyway if I wanted to sell it, but I've worn it a few times already, but I'm kind of like careful when I wear that particular shoe. But I mean, honestly, I think what Kanye does is he tries to it's not like, when Travis Scott does like a collab, it's still a Jordan. It's still the Jordan silhouette. But with Kanye, he's a lot harder. You're taking a completely new silhouette and trying to get people on board with it. So I respect that, like as a designer myself, that's tough. And it's also kind of scary because you're investing time, money into something it's completely never been done. Yeah, man. Like I honestly, like I could easily take like a hoodie and just put like a brand, like with my brand logo on it, and knows people will probably buy it, but there's not a lot of creativity in that, know? So like for me, I'm like, well, I want to take risks. I want to do something, because for me, it's like, it's too boring, like, so I definitely see what he's doing, but albeit, it's like you get stuff like that, like this shoe where it's like, you get people who are hot and cold on it. It's not going to be universally accepted, at least not yet.
Yeah, without a doubt.
I enjoy wearing them. I think it's cool because to me, the most important thing is comfortable. That's the most important thing.
Comfortability is big.
Yeah, I was gonna say I like the materials. I like that it's a sock liner, but I just don't the way that rubber is. I'm not feeling that the way that rubber's like lined out like that.
I posted that shoe on this fashion page on Facebook. It's like over 50,000 people, and they're all like people in the fashion industry. And it was the same thing. It was like hot and cold. Some people were like, I hate it. Other people loved it. So even in the fashion world, it's kind of, but that's what Kanye does, I think, on purpose. It's like he tries to get either way, you're going to feel some kind of emotion about the shoe. Yeah. So it's not like you either hate it or you love it. But again, I always, if something's comfortable, I'm good. Say this.
True.
Like this shoe.
Look at that. He got fear.
Yeah, I got to get some of those.
Yeah,
yep.
Sydney
I'm
waiting
feeling
on
those,
that.
yeah.
Good example. I love Fear of God. I love the brand. Like that was, again, really big for me. Very, it actually looks really cool. But like, it's not comfortable. Like that's across the board. Like not just me saying that. A lot of people say that. Because like this, like,
because you got to walk around there.
Foot in is so hard to get. Because look how thick that leather is.
Look hard to get your foot in and out of that thing from just like looking at it.
Yeah.
It looks like
this is a legit boot.
And it doesn't look like there's any give, right? Like.
No, yeah.
Yeah, as far as like, yeah.
It's actually made to play. Like you're supposed to play basketball in it, and like, I don't know how people play in that. It's so heavy. Like you'd have to be like a big man or something. Like you can't really cut and be agile in that shoe, So that's a good example, though. Like I don't wear that shoe that much. I'm gonna keep it because it means something to me, but I wish it was more comfortable. Like I honestly, this whole, like this part, I don't think that's even necessary. Like I think I would have just, took that off and then it's like
mid top.
Yeah. That's how I feel, but because like when I want to wear something, I'll just slip this on, it's like boom, it's done.
Those you can wear those all day long.
Yeah.
Those are the ones that you wear to like Magic Mountain, you know?
Right now. Like, what do you?
All right.
So my personal go-tos are it's weird, but it's like Vans are usually like one of my go-tos that I put on. And the Yeezy, boom, exactly. Okay, see, now you bringing LA with you. I like that. You know that's where you from. You out there in Florida trying to act like you not from out here. You know how we do.
You have to have a good.
You have to.
You
Yeah,
do.
because that's OG, right?
Here, there, he just dropped that OG.
Just dropped the OG news. Thank you. Stop the press again. OGs only. Nah, but yeah, I mean, so for me, I usually do that, or I will wear a pair of 350s or 500s. Those are usually like one of the ones that like you can find me in frequently, and also probably like a Nike runner here or there. But I did want to say, I noticed behind you, you got the Yeezy runner. Let us take a look at that.
What are you talking about?
Boom. Look at that, Sydney.
Oh, you gotta hit up Eric. You better talk to
Look at
Legend.
that. Look at that.
Yeah. How are those? How are those on comfortability and whatnot?
Oh yeah. I don't know how I didn't even mention these. These are probably my most comfortable shoe.
Look kind of stiff though.
These are. Yeah, I would say if you're in between sizes, you should size up.
Okay.
Because you want, but like this material is as comfortable as Boost. It's like it's literally like a foam. Like you remember, I don't know if you guys ever like had like a Nerf ball. That's kind of what it feels like.
That okay? Interesting.
That's interesting. Yeah.
It's definitely. Sorry, I don't know if. Yeah, there we go. I don't know if you can see, but it's really squishy and like.
Okay, that's interesting.
Worn this a lot.
Okay.
And it doesn't cool because it doesn't like absorb a lot of dirt. So like I was like in the cotton, like one of the Florida thunderstorms at Disney wearing those, mud and stuff. And literally I just put water on it and I'll just washed off because it's like a foam.
Okay. Cool.
Okay.
Resistant. So it's really durable. Yeah, I think that's actually gonna be my next go-to because they're doing another colorway. I think this month they're gonna do the gray or whatever, gray and white colorway. I would highly recommend going for that.
Looks like it's gonna keep its shape too. It doesn't look like it's gonna like when it gets old, it's not gonna kind of get too flat or anything like regular canvas shoes would do. Yeah.
I think that's a good investment. I think you'll get a heck of a lot of wear out of that shoe. If you like it, it's definitely worth it because it's just so ridiculously comfortable. And like it just looks good on outfits. I think a lot of people like the way this looks because like
it's a head turner.
Outfits on it.
Yeah, that turns head.
I just can't.
Very well. Like people, I get the most DMs actually about this shoe. People always asking me about sizing.
Dang.
And they were relatively affordable, weren't they? Weren't they affordable?
They're supposed to be.
Too bad.
They're supposed to be.
They're supposed.
I think these might be the most like.
Yep, we just had those.
I took the laces off of these.
Dang, you wore them no laces?
That's how you gotta do it. Yeah, team no lace. That's me
too.
I hate laces.
I'm a shoelace guy though.
This shoe to me is really beautiful. I like this a lot. This is Blair's favorite color. This is your favorite colorway.
Yep.
Yes.
We just talked about it.
Yes. Hey, I want people to understand that we didn't even script any of this. This is just a live recording right now, and he's just saying what's on his mind. Yes.
Oh, I seen that colorway too. I saw that.
I know these are so clean.
These ones are very affordable. I think this is like $250. You could probably get it on StockX. So if you wanted to just feel it out and see how you like the shoe, to see if the other one is worth the investment, because this one isn't as comfortable as some of the other Yeezy portfolio shoes. Like this one, I would say is probably one of the more like least comfortable. A little bit heavy, but like keep in mind it's a Yeezy, so they're gonna be comfortable. Like it's Boost in there. I think this one's an 11.5. Because I remember Blair, I showed you.
Yeah.
I may have slipped my foot in it. Yeah. I told the story to the audience earlier.
But I got this one in a 12 because originally I had a 12. I was like, oh, it's too big.
Yeah.
I was telling you, Blair.
Yeah, that I should pull on
I
it.
actually think the 12 fits better. So like, I think this one is like, honestly, half size up. I would say on this. The other one, since we're just talking about Yeezys, I really like these two. These like not just, I mean, whatever the colorway. I mean, this colorway is cool to me, but I mean, you have these, right, Blair?
Yes.
Way right there, yes,
Yeah.
sir. You know, we twins.
How do you feel about them?
They're becoming one of my favorites. My only issue is that there's no boost in them, and no boost in them is fine.
That's true.
But the problem is the resale value on it, right? So like for me, I don't mind saving up to pay $400 for a shoe, but it's got to have boost in it. You know what I mean? So like, all right. So for me, you know, I want the ones that you got, like the very first ones that ever dropped. Like I need those, but they like. Yeah, you ain't even showed the people. My thing is, those are about $1,000. Those are like $1,000. I need those.
Oh gosh.
But for no boost, there's no way anyone's paying $1,000 for that.
Yeah, I wore these a lot.
You're the luckiest man on the planet, man.
This color goes with
Like everything, so it's like
Everything.
really easy to wear.
Yeah.
That one right there is in my top 5. You said what?
Oh, okay.
It's way under like resale, like so. I could sell them now, even used, and probably get like probably my money back plus probably like double my money back.
Yeah.
That's the craziest thing. What you just said right there is that people are willing to buy used Yeezys and used Off-Whites, and
That's
you can
crazy.
make your money back plus more.
I didn't even know that about that shoe. You know, so it's like you never know which one. Like the Runners 2 went way up when I bought them, but they kind of went down now though, I think. But they were
bit,
at one point
yeah.
they were pretty high.
The prices always drop a little bit when they find out that another sale is coming.
I've been seeing them sandals too.
actually pretty good too.
Mm-hmm.
I've been seeing those everywhere too. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like super simple, but like it's really comfortable. Like this is really like this is again kind of like the foam runners where it's like really squishy.
So,
One.
I'm all about
Like, you know, obviously comfortability,
Mhm.
but I like shoes that make a statement. That's kind of my thing. I think I told you that, Blair. I like to kind of build my outfit around a statement shoe.
and because I can kind of just tone everything else down if it's gonna be like the really loud shoe.
You know, but so yeah, it's kind of like it used to be the opposite. I'm like, well, I don't really care about the shoe, but now
Yeah, you man. Yeah, you
That's
know,
funny.
you-
That's interesting.
You in the league with the big boys now, but that's wise words to people that are struggling to put outfits together. You know, sometimes you can
Build
you
from the
can
ground
you can
up a little
build
bit.
exactly, or from the sky down. It's really whatever you feeling. But I did want to say about the runner there is that I would like to get my hands on a pair of those as well. And,
Oh, okay.
And
Blair, I think you would love them. Like honestly, I think that would be like, because they're just so comfortable, man. Ridiculously comfortable. That's the most comfortable shoe I have.
see,
Okay. All right.
that's big.
That's some high praise.
That's high praise. And then the other thing, I want to show the difference between me and this man right here. Every shoe he showed shows signs of wear. Now I applaud that. You are a sneakerhead that is gonna wear your
That's
shoes.
what I always say though. I say I wear them. I'm not about this. Keep them in the box. Keep them on ice.
You know me.
We gotta beat them up. Like if you really love the shoe, you gotta put it on.
I put them on, but I'm just saying, you know, I'm
Yeah, but you
meticulous.
put it on.
I like to.
Maybe
I
one.
tried it though. I actually tried after you told me that. I was like, he's right. And I was like, try to clean it, and it would take forever, and then it'd get dirty again. And then I'm like,
It's just too much, man.
Yeah, we don't have time.
Hey man, I'm in a committed relationship, man. That's how it is. I try to keep them as clean as possible.
I'm trying to think. I mean, there's one shoe I don't know if you guys remember this. It was just like when we were in high school.
Mm-hmm.
Remember these?
Dang,
Yeah.
you got
Yeah,
the bronze.
the bronze.
Yeah, I remember the bronze. Yeah.
these are kind of cool. I kind of like these.
Yeah, if I'm hooping, I'm definitely wearing those.
No, but I do like those out of the LeBrons. Those are probably some of the best.
Yeah.
And then the one he did with Nike before he had
Yeah,
LeBron.
because these is like his early years.
Yeah, I'm talking about like the first one that was just the Nike shoe. What is it, the Nike Zoom or something?
Mm-hmm.
That one and probably the ones he's holding are like the best ones. Everything else is like real clunky and
Yeah, exactly. That was like the only. I was pretty impressed with that one. But out of his line, it's even just a play-in, like man, those shoes are tough to play in.
very heavy.
Had those our senior year of college.
Yeah.
To play in those.
Mm-hmm.
It's too
That's a
much.
big man shoe, man.
It is. It is.
Okay. Well.
Yeah. I mean, thank you for showing us that little Yeezy collection.
Yeah, that was a.
This is an honor, man. Like, I love what you guys are doing.
We appreciate it.
You guys are. I just want to say, this is very entertaining. I generally watch all you guys'
Okay.
Awesome.
stuff.
Thank you.
So I like the. I think you guys interact really well together.
Awesome.
It's funny
Awesome.
to watch.
Thank
so.
you. And you know what? I might have to start taking a second look at Yeezys now that I'm like seeing this collection. You guys might be swaying me a
I'm
little
telling
bit.
you,
Because I'm only messing with the.
You did it, man. It wasn't even me. It was you.
Which
You
is-
deserve all the praise.
Because right now, if it wasn't a Yeezy Sun, I probably wasn't messing with it. Which version is that? Remind me.
700.
The 700. Yeah, the 700 Sun I like a lot. I tried to go after that, but it was an L. Try to enter some raffles, but that was the only one that kind of made me really kind of change my mind, just because that colorway. I'm all about the colorways, and that one was dope.
Well, welcome to the family.
We got room for you.
But yeah, anyways, thank you so much, David. Thank you for taking the time.
My pleasure.
And, feel free to come back on. We'll try
Anytime.
to set something up. You already know we in contact.
All right, so that was the homie David Luna.
Boom.
Came through, showed us the collection. That was wild. That was a lot.
You didn't even realize that there was a lot of things in there you took an L on, huh?
It was hurtful to see. To be honest, if he would have popped out some unions, I would have walked off set. You know.
It was like, show's over. I'm good.
Yeah.
Blair, you got to moderate now.
But
Man.
yeah, shout out to him. Thank you again so much for doing that. And then also just like, I mean, he's got a plug, so he's getting these things. You think he's paying out like crazy out of pocket? He's really not paying that crazy out of pocket.
Yeah.
Once you get them connects, you heard about his connects.
Yeah.
He was going down the list, rattling them off.
Yeah.
Like he getting it. Yeah. So shout out to him. We strive to be on that kind of level. Definitely gonna have him kind of as a recurring guest if we can with releases that he. With any kind of new releases he gets.
A lot of things that we've been noticing, well, not we don't notice, but we know this, but it's like we take L's on like a lot of sneakers, and yes,
this could have been an L. We don't know.
That could have been that could have been an L, but we take L's frequently, and there are sneakers that I will still continue to chase around and attempt to pay for. But this is the man where like if you took an L on a pair of Off-Whites and you're like, man, we need to get him on the show. This man probably got it.
Yeah.
And he's the man that we can bring on, and he's just like, he can tell you the comfort. Like, think about it. Today, you guys learned a lot. You know, if you're in between on sizes on certain Yeezys and you're not sure what to get, he already let you know what to do.
Yeah. So
he let you know how to style
DM him, honestly.
Yeah, that's the man.
DM
We're gonna plug
him
it.
for,
We're gonna
questions.
plug it in
Yeah,
the
we'll
comments
put it,
right there, so you guys know. Feel
Yeah.
free to reach out to him. He does answer you.
Yeah.
Like he won't ignore
He's not
you.
kind of like us where we're like, eh.
Yeah, I ain't gonna
Hit
lie.
us up too, but sometimes
I'm very bad with DMs.
yes,
Absolutely.
sometimes the DMs to the Slate Laced just like, okay, we're obviously not doing this. So we don't respond as much.
We've been getting some funny DMs
Yeah.
lately. You know, they're like, you want to wear these clothes? No.
But if you're gonna DM us about questions about shoes that we got on our feet, clothes, something like that, movies, and what we're working on, obviously we're gonna answer it. But if it's just like this kind of marketing kind of stuff, sorry, but we're probably gonna be slow.
How to grow your followers to 100,000?
Okay, well, let's get to 100. But
can we hit 100 first?
Anyways, guys, probably because we're so picky. Anyway, we love you guys. Thank you for tuning in. On that note, we are out. It is the Slate Laced Gang. We'll see you next Wednesday.